going on, everyone? burnttoastchronicles here. Let me just start things off with addressing something real quick regarding the bulletins that I posted recently on my YouTube channel. And I don't know how many of you maybe read those when I post them, but if you do read them, then you may notice that I don't remember exactly what I wrote, but it was something along the lines of stay tuned for like a special surprise project or something like that. I don't know. And this isn't it. I tried my best to get this project that I was referring to be in working publishable form, but I just ran into problem after problem with it, and at least as of right now, it still isn't ready to go. And I understand that was a while ago, and that's why I again went over a month without an upload, because I really wanted to get that project to be ready to go. And I'm still, as of right now, not going to exactly disclose what that quote-unquote project is, because it still may be released in the future if I can get things solved. But you know, I really wanted to be able to have that as my first, well, not first, but as my primary upload. But when it got to the point where, you know, a month and a half later, things still weren't in working order, then I sort of improvised, and that's why I have just some rocket hog, you know, just kind of take a break, have a little fun, and mess around. So, I mean, really, you know, I don't want to dwell on this project, but hopefully I can get things working with that, because I definitely enjoyed making it, if I could just get it into the final form. But, you know, like I said, we're not dwelling on that, so moving on. You know, just some Rocket Hog gameplay. It's nothing real sophisticated, nothing real fancy. But, you know, I just figured it was a nice little break from, you know, talking about Call of Duty or anything else. You know, it's just a nice little break that gets away from sometimes the boring, plain old commentary routine that you might see from any number of people, you know. So much of it's dominated by weekly uploads of Call of Duty that, not me, but I'm saying, you know, most commentators, that's just kind of their schedule. So figure me personally, I'm going to mix things up a little and go with this. And not to mention, in terms of a Rocket Hog gameplay, I was actually really pleased with this one. I was playing with a couple of my friends, and we just had a great time with it. I'm driving right here, but I mean, we had a great time with it. I got like whatever the 15 wheelman spree is. I don't remember what it's called, but I think I got one of those. And you know, we all had a real good time with it. So I figured if we had a good time with it, then it makes it a pretty appropriate upload. You know, because that's really what it's all about. You know, when you're making a commentary, you want to make it because you're having fun with it, not because you feel like you have to, you know? And that's exactly what I did here. I had fun with it. But actually, a couple things that I want to talk about. I just want a little input, a little suggestion from you guys. Or not a suggestion, but basically just give me a little feedback. Partially, part of the reason that I also went a month and a half without an upload was not only because of the project that I was talking about, but was Gears of War 3. And I just want to know if any of you have played Gears of War 3 and, you know, maybe what you think of it. Personally, I've been insanely addicted to that game. And it's a lot of fun, and if you haven't played it, you know, even if you're not a huge Gears of War person, I'd suggest you check it out. But maybe if you guys would even be interested in seeing a little gameplay from that game, that'd be cool with me. So if you want to leave some feedback, just let me know what you guys are thinking. I always love to have some feedback. But I don't want to veer off topic by now getting into Gears of War. But unfortunately, you know, there's not a whole lot to talk about here because, like I said, this was kind of improvised. So I'm just sort of going with the flow, you know, as things are happening here. Because everything that I wanted to talk about didn't really match up with the gameplays that I had on hand. So, and I was too lazy to go get more. So this is the end result. But, yeah, sorry about that. Sort of blanked out right there, lost my train of thought. But really, I guess, you know, like I said, I don't know a whole lot else to talk about. Rocket Hog is a pretty straightforward gameplay. There's not a whole lot of variety happening in it. So, unfortunately, you know, this isn't going to be a full-length commentary. I know it's probably not the best one I've ever made, but I figured it was better to get something out now and have it not be the greatest per se, but at least that way you guys know that I'm still, you know, involved in making commentaries and that I haven't just disappeared off the radar like I did back in June through August. I just wanted to let you guys know that I was still here, and things were still going to be happening with my channel. So, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video for what it was, and if you did, then please subscribe for more, and I'm just going to let the last 30 seconds or so of this finish out, but I will talk to you guys later.
Destination moved. Checkpoint reached. Game over.